Coach, thank you very much for your time, my brother. Really appreciate it. Unfortunately, for Zizwe United, the road ends here. Your assessment of the 3 games that you've played and the situation that you find yourselves in now.
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate that that's the end of the road for us. But I think we tried our best. We gave everything we could, but there were a lot of dynamics that were happening throughout this period of playoffs, and that's not for me to dwell too much on that. My job focus more on the field of play, what happens in the field of play. But yeah, I thought again today we gave a very good account of ourselves, controlled the game against the team that they said he can keep the ball, but against us I didn't really see that. But yeah, there were a lot of dynamics that took place that I felt that influenced the results today.
Going back to the first game, I spoke to you after that first game, and you mentioned you had just arrived. You didn't have enough time to rest, and you were happy to take away that draw. Yesterday, you played against the Bees, a game that you lost.
Yeah.
What would you say perhaps went wrong in that game?
Again, not much. Again, one lap of concentration. A keeper saves the ball, rebounds, it's a goal. And I thought that our reaction was very bad in that situation. But again, a game that I thought was very, very tight and tactical. And it's difficult to point out something that you can say, you got it wrong here or there, except the fact that everything was done in a very tight space of time.
Yesterday, obviously, there was that whole prolonged discussions and even arbitration about who will play in the semi-final. What were you doing together with your players during that period of uncertainty, not knowing whether you're going to play or not? What were you telling the players?
Now we just had to wait and see what will be the outcome. And obviously, we knew that at the end of the day, we will probably play, whether it's semi-final or. And I also anticipated this, when. But I don't want to go there. But we anticipated that probably we will play, and we try to tell them to remain focused. And yeah.
In this game, you got a yellow card at some point. You were not happy with the officiating. What are some of the of your concerns with how the game was handled?
I'm not someone that likes to complain. But I felt that it was a clear penalty, and the ref decided not to call it. And then when I asked about it and when I complained about it, I'm being cautioned. A few minutes later, my player gets a red card for something that the fourth official claims that he said it in Xhosa, yet this boy can't even say a word of Xhosa. That boy is Sutu boy, but he can't even say a word of Xhosa, yet she's saying the boy said this and that and that and that. So, but we'll learn. I mean, remember, this is the first time coming to playoffs. We came with a very young team, but I thought we gave a very good account of ourselves. But we have learned.
When teams come to the playoffs, obviously we come here as champions to face other champions, and it's sort of a platform where we can gauge in terms of the standard of provinces.
Yeah.
You played 3 games, you drew 1 and lost 2. Yeah. What does that say about the standard of the Western Cape ABC Motsepe League?
I still want to believe that the standard there is very high. And you can tell the fact that we played so many games. I think we are one team that played so many games in a very short space of time. But we managed. It says a lot about the condition of our players, also the league that we are coming from.
Last one, as a young coach, what are some of the things that you take away as lessons from these playoffs?
Yeah, that it's very, very difficult. I don't want to mention these things that are off the field. I prefer to speak about what happens on the field of play, and I thought that I managed it very, very well. The other dynamics that take place off the field, I would rather say
They are
nothing
not for you
about
as a
that.
coach.
Yeah, because I'm still young. I'm still trying to make it in this coaching thing. So I don't want to be seen as someone that says these controversial things.
But in terms of the tactical trends, in terms some teams build from the back, others choose to go route one, play off the second ball. What are some of the things that you observed?
I thought the team that we just played now, Wanderers, we play more or less similar kind of football, and everyone was praising them. Little did they know that we are also capable of doing that. I think we showed everyone today, and they might have won the game, but I know for a fact they had suffered. They had suffered, and it will show later today. It will show that they really suffered. So I won't be surprised if some of their players struggled. You must remember these people last played on Wednesday, and we played yesterday. But look what we did, and even with 10 men, we're still controlling the game, So those that play from second ball, more or less like the team that we played yesterday.
The Peas, yes.
The Peas, they have, I think, very good, experienced players, and they know what to do and when, So I thought they were very, very difficult to play against, even though we are used to that second ball play in Cape Town, but they do it differently. They mix it up. But we're not bad again. It was just 1-0 again. Yeah.
Coach, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it, and all the best going forward.
Thank you very much.